Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age gracefully while others struggle with constant health issues as the years go by? You've probably met someone in their 80s or even 90s who still has that spark in their eyes, still moves around with energy, and you think to yourself, what's their secret? Well, sometimes it's not about adding more things into your life, it's about removing the little habits and hidden enemies that slowly wear you down day after day. Doctors often say that living a long, vibrant life isn't just about what you do, but also what you avoid. And the truth is, there are a handful of things many of us do every single day without realizing the damage they're causing. Imagine being able to cut out just a few of these, and in return, you're giving yourself more years, more energy, and more freedom to enjoy the life you love. That's powerful, isn't it? The first thing we need to eliminate might sound obvious, but it's one of the hardest habits to shake: excess sugar. Now, I'm not just talking about candy bars or ice cream. Sugar hides in so many everyday foods: your morning cereal, the bread you toast, even the pasta sauce you use for dinner. Over time, that sugar quietly fuels inflammation, raises your risk of diabetes, damages your heart, and even makes your brain age faster. It's like pouring sand into the gears of a fine clock. Eventually, things stop working smoothly. But here's the good news: cutting back doesn't mean depriving yourself. Instead of sweetened yogurt, try plain yogurt with fresh fruit. Instead of soda, add slices of lemon or cucumber to sparkling water. Your taste buds adjust faster than you think. And once sugar is no longer running your life, you'll notice something amazing: your energy feels steadier, your mood brighter, and even your skin starts to look younger. It's like peeling away years of hidden stress your body has been carrying. The second thing that needs to go is processed foods. Think of the boxed, frozen, or packaged meals that seem so convenient. They're often loaded with preservatives, artificial ingredients, unhealthy oils, and way too much salt. They might save you time in the kitchen, but they steal years from your life. Your body wasn't designed to digest chemicals and fillers, it was designed to thrive on real, whole foods. Every time you swap out a processed snack for something fresh, an apple, a handful of nuts, or some cut-up veggies, you're sending your body a powerful message: I care about you. I want you to last. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine, who's now 78, used to rely heavily on frozen dinners. He would say, "They're easy, and I'm too tired to cook." But after his doctor told him he was on the edge of high blood pressure and cholesterol issues, he decided to make a small change. He started cooking simple meals: just a piece of grilled chicken, a baked sweet potato, and some steamed broccoli. Nothing fancy. Within 6 months, not only did his numbers improve, but he told me he felt like a different person. He said, "I didn't realize how heavy and sluggish I'd been until I finally let go of all those frozen meals." That's the power of eliminating processed foods. And here's something fascinating: when you cut out processed foods, you often end up cutting out sugar and excess salt at the same time. It's like hitting two birds with one stone. Your body feels lighter, your digestion improves, and suddenly, you have the energy to get outside, move your body, and enjoy your day. The third thing to eliminate might surprise you, because it's not a food at all, it's sitting too much. Our modern lifestyle trains us to sit for hours, watching TV, reading, scrolling on a phone, or even just resting in a favorite chair. But the human body was never meant to be still for so long. Sitting too much weakens your muscles, stiffens your joints, slows your circulation, and even shortens your lifespan. Doctors sometimes call it the new smoking because of how harmful it is. Now, don't worry, I'm not saying you have to run marathons or spend hours at the gym. It's about movement in small, simple ways. Stand up every 30 minutes, stretch your arms, walk around the room, or step outside for some fresh air. When you make movement part of your daily rhythm, your body rewards you with better balance, stronger muscles, and sharper thinking. And here's the best part: movement keeps you independent. It keeps you doing the things you love, without needing to rely on others. So, when you think about living to 100 with vitality, it's not just about adding supplements or chasing miracle cures. Sometimes, it's as simple as taking away the silent culprits: too much sugar, processed foods, and long hours of sitting. These small eliminations open the door to more energy, better health, and more years of meaningful life. Watching and feel that these insights are meaningful. Please type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I warmly invite you to do so, and don't forget to turn on the bell, so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos designed to uplift, inform, and inspire. Your support truly means a lot. It's what keeps us going and allows us to continue sharing thoughtful, helpful content just for you. Now, let's continue this journey together. When we think about living longer and feeling younger, it's tempting to look for magic pills or expensive treatments. But sometimes the biggest breakthroughs come from noticing what we need to let go of. And once you've started cutting back on sugar, processed foods, and long hours of sitting, the next thing to eliminate might surprise you. It's negative thinking. Now, I know this isn't something you can see or touch like food, but the effect it has on your health is just as powerful, maybe even more so. Think about it. How many times a day do you catch yourself worrying, criticizing yourself, or replaying old regrets? That constant stream of negativity doesn't just live in your head. It shows up in your body. It raises stress hormones, weakens your immune system, and can even make you more vulnerable to chronic illnesses. I remember talking with a woman in her late 60s who told me she'd always been a worrier. She would lie awake at night, running through every what-if scenario in her mind. But when she started practicing gratitude, just writing down 3 things she was thankful for each morning, she noticed something shift. She slept better. She smiled more. And she said her blood pressure even improved. Isn't that incredible? By simply eliminating the habit of constant negative thinking, she gave her body a chance to heal and her mind a chance to rest. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect, but choosing to let go of the heavy, draining thoughts and replacing them with lighter ones can make a world of difference. Even pausing to enjoy a cup of tea in silence, or taking a short walk in nature, can reset your mind and remind you that there's still so much beauty in everyday life. And the more you release negativity, the more energy you free up to enjoy the people and activities that make you truly happy. The next thing to eliminate is excess alcohol. Now, I know a glass of wine at dinner or a beer with friends can feel like part of life's pleasures. And for many people, enjoying it occasionally and responsibly isn't necessarily a problem. But as we age, our bodies process alcohol differently. What used to feel like a harmless drink can now affect your liver, your balance, your sleep, and even your memory. Too much alcohol also increases the risk of serious diseases that can shorten your life and steal your independence. I once heard a doctor put it this way: alcohol is like borrowing happiness from tomorrow. You feel relaxed in the moment, but it often leaves you more tired, foggy, or achy the next day. And over time, those small effects pile up. But here's the encouraging part: you don't have to give it up completely if you don't want to. Simply cutting back, setting limits, or swapping that second glass of wine for sparkling water with lime can already make you feel lighter and more clear-headed. Some people even find that after a few weeks of drinking less, they wake up feeling more refreshed and focused than they have in years. Eliminating excess alcohol isn't about restriction, it's about giving yourself back the sharp mind, steady energy, and good sleep you deserve. And when you feel better day to day, it's so much easier to enjoy life fully, whether that's spending time with family, traveling, or just waking up without that heavy feeling in your body. What's so powerful about removing negative thinking and excess alcohol is that both of these changes bring immediate rewards. You don't have to wait months to feel the difference. You'll notice your mood lifting, your body feeling steadier, and your energy lasting longer. It's like taking off a heavy backpack you didn't even realize you were carrying around. And there's still one more thing doctors warn us to eliminate if we want to live not just longer, but stronger, more independent years ahead. It's something subtle, something we often overlook, but it can be just as dangerous as sugar or alcohol if we let it control our lives. When you think about the things that quietly steal years from your life, you might picture bad foods, too much sitting, or habits like smoking or drinking. But the last one is something more subtle, and yet it can be just as dangerous. It's holding on to toxic relationships. As we grow older, the people around us play a huge role in our health and happiness. A kind word from a friend can lift your spirit, while constant criticism or negativity from someone close can weigh you down like a stone. Studies have shown that loneliness and unhealthy relationships raise stress, weaken immunity, and even shorten lifespan. It's not just about protecting your heart emotionally, it's about protecting your heart physically. I remember meeting a gentleman in his 70s who told me that the most important decision he ever made for his health wasn't about diet or exercise, it was about setting boundaries. He had a friend who always brought him down, complaining, gossiping, and dismissing his dreams. For years, he stayed quiet to keep the peace. But one day he decided he didn't want to spend the rest of his life drained by someone else's negativity. He pulled back gently from that friendship, and instead spent more time with people who laughed with him, encouraged him, and made him feel alive. He told me, it was like adding years to my life overnight. Eliminating toxic relationships doesn't always mean cutting people out completely. Sometimes it's as simple as spending less time with those who drain you, and more with those who uplift you. Sometimes it means speaking up for your needs instead of staying silent. And sometimes, it means opening your heart to new connections, even if it's as simple as chatting with a neighbor, joining a group at the local community center, or calling an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Healthy, supportive relationships are like medicine for the soul. They lower stress, strengthen your resilience, and give you more reasons to smile each day. When you look at these 5 things, sugar, processed foods, hours of sitting, negative thinking, excess alcohol, and toxic relationships, you can see how powerful elimination really is. None of these require buying expensive supplements, chasing miracle cures, or doing something extreme. It's about lightening your load, piece by piece, so your body and mind can do what they're naturally designed to do: heal, thrive, and keep you strong. The beauty of this approach is that you don't have to do it all at once. Even choosing one thing to eliminate, or at least reduce, can create a ripple effect. Imagine cutting back on sugar and suddenly having more energy to go for a daily walk. Imagine releasing negative thinking and finding yourself laughing more often. Imagine creating a circle of supportive people around you and feeling your stress melt away. These little changes add up. They give you not only more years of life, but also more life in your years. I want you to remember this: it's never too late to choose health, and it's never too late to let go of the things that don't serve you anymore. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, your body is always listening, always responding, always ready to give you back a better quality of life when you treat it with care. So, as you think about your own day-to-day routine, ask yourself gently, what's one thing I can release today that's been holding me back? Maybe it's a food, maybe it's a habit, maybe it's even a thought. Start there. And as you continue, you'll find yourself feeling lighter, freer, and yes, closer to that goal of living to 100, not just in years, but in vitality. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Share which of these changes you're ready to embrace, because your story might inspire someone else who's watching. And if you found value in this conversation, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, so we can keep walking this journey of health and independence together. Here's to living your best life at any age, with strength, joy, and the freedom that comes from letting go of what no longer serves you.